with a new guest and a friend, and this is BRyaN Scott. BRyaN, I'm so happy that you came because I know you have a lot to share. And this is a dancer, choreographer, amazing teacher.
Really?
So,
does something of the question need choreography?
Well, you would answer that question.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Well, you don't want to dance? You don't want to dance? I want to dance, but you don't want to dance?
For what? I'm holding
This is
guitar.
a brother and sister team that is in a band together, and
Yeah.
they're my co-hosts for the day.
I'm the cute one. Just let the record show I'm the cute one.
Until she woke up.
I'm the cute one regardless.
All right, but right now it's BRyaN Scott's time,
Exactly.
and BRyaN is from the experimental dance group. Now, what makes this dance group experimental?
That's a good question. Actually, because I first started working with children in special education, and I thought that the art was a good way of helping children really connect with their educational needs. So I just started it as an experiment to see whether or not it would really make a difference and give them some motivation, other than the corny motivations that teachers try to give kids.
Was there an age group, or was it
elementary school?
Okay.
So they were 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders.
And they were all special needs.
And they were all boys.
Oh, boys.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
So it was very cool.
Like, did they grow in leaps and bounds and just, like, freaking love you?
They did. Well, everyone loves me.
I know.
No, but they did grow a lot in terms of maturing and working hard at something and seeing the effect of doing shows and people applauding. And I think that did better for them than some other things, because a lot of them came from different
backgrounds.
Backgrounds and home situations that weren't exactly the most nurturing.
Right. So the discipline helped them.
Discipline helped them. Actually, I had some students who, years later, when they were like in college or well.
Wait a minute. You are telling me that you worked with like 3rd, 4th graders that are now in college?
Some of them are, yeah.
What drug are you on?
Well, I can't say it now.
Oh my God! You don't look old enough to have like that span of years of doing experimental dance company.
No, a lot of time has passed by. Some of my students have gone on to LaGuardia School of the Arts and
as dance,
and some even went into voice and vocal and drama. So, teaching dance and teaching that discipline, sometimes you may not become a dancer.
Right.
But you may become an artist, you learn
the work ethic.
To be a real artist.
Right. So, like in today, are you still doing the experimental dance group? Has it evolved like to a different?
Well, yes. I think this year would be. Technically, I started dance at the school in 1993.
Okay.
Okay, and then it evolved in terms of going from the special ed to mainstream, and we went through some changes. So the experimental dance group actually officially started in 1995, but it was still the basic same concept. And then and that's how I started the dance company for children.
Okay.
To learn what it takes to become a dancer. It's not just going on these shows of you think you can dance.
I hate those shows.
Me too.
Yeah, I hate anything that
really
deals with the arts.
So just speak closer.
Okay.
No, I was saying that anything that has to do with the arts, personally, like American Idol, and so you think you can dance, like you just mentioned. To me, it's like the half-assed way, because I'm a musician.
Yeah.
Me and my brother are musicians.
That's all it is.
It's really a slap to the face. Like, okay, just for the next 6 weeks, we can make you a star. No, it doesn't work like that.
And then also think about it, like American Idol stuff like that. They make you sing other people's songs. It's like you don't see your real creativity and talent.
Right.
So they make you like I said, they make you a corporate clone.
It's one big.
I don't know. I think
That's
everything. It is. It's a little bit of everything. It's kind of just. I don't know. I don't care about that shit. I want to hear about you.
Well, I think you need, as an artist, you need to work. And it's not all about being on TV. It's not about making a lot of money. It's not about being famous. When I hear people say they want to be famous, I'm like, well, you really shouldn't be here.
Right.
This is not.
The odds are just ridiculous.
You might commit a murder. Maybe you'd be more famous that way.
Who knows?
Doesn't take a lot of training.
So, all right. So speaking like that, what is your, passion and goal and reason, and where do you want to see this go in like 3 years, 5 years? Like, where do you see the vision of this dance group?
Well, my ultimate vision would really to have some of my dancers who were with me years ago eventually go on and possibly audition for the Albanelli American Dance
There you
Theater
go.
and just take it to that level.
Right.
And I think what I've given them is enough discipline, and I also make some research about
Different companies.
and
Albanelli.
who Albanelli was, Catherine Dunham, which is the style that we study, which is a modern technique, which I studied and performed many years. And my immediate goal, for the most part, is to continue not only to help them grow as dancers and to learn the technique, but to teach them how to be a performer, what it takes to get on stage, what it takes to deal with different types of people, and how to present yourself.
Now, do you think that the way that your teaching methods are, like I know that you work with special needs children with the arts.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No, my mom. I'm so sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think that the arts has more a motivational, like instead of English and math, do you think that's more out there, like more motivation than any other subject, personally? Or
I do. I know for myself, I wasn't a special needs person, although some people may think so.
okay.
But no, when I was in junior high school, it was music that really helped me connect with, which gave me the motivation to go to school every day, just being able to play the clarinet and be in the band and perform and be in drama club and do those sorts of things allowed me to study, because it was those things.
So those things
really,
that made you get up in the morning.
So studying wasn't a big deal, because I knew if I could go to band practice, so I can go to gymnastics practice, so I can go to dance class. If I do these things, then I can do it, and that was fulfilling my passion.
So what do you want to tell Mayor Bloomberg? Because it seems kind of crazy that all these freaking wonderful subjects that motivate children to go to school are being budget cutted out of the schools, and you have to go to after school if you're lucky and can afford to go to after school to get these programs to help our children who are the future of our country.
Well, first of all, I usually refer to him as Czar Bloomberg, because I don't think he has a clue. I think he just does what he wants to do. I don't think he's really connected with what really motivates people children from all backgrounds.
He's not holistic.
He's not looking at it.
And I don't want to diss Bloomberg in any way, shape, or form. Yes, he has brought lots of cha-cha-ching. I think we keep hearing there's none in the city, but I know parking tickets are very rampant.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one. I don't know anyone who has a card that hasn't gotten a ticket. I mean,
and the constant price of the MTA
keeps increasing. So I know he's a businessman, and his work ethic and whatever is for the city. I know that, but I don't understand how these zillion-dollar buildings keep getting built. And I'm a music teacher that had a budget cut. I got laid off because they cut it, but I met you doing
through that, right?
Yeah,
and I do think that he needs to really take a look at some of the good work that people like yourself and I are doing with children. And
I love kids,
and
I know you love them. And I saw those kids, and just them putting on their leotards in your class was the cutest thing. They take it seriously. They love it.
Seriously.
They love it but they love it. I've seen his little ballerinas, and they act like ballerinas. And they've been in school all day long, and they see you, and a life goes on.
Right.
They take it so serious, and it's what it should be.
I make them feel special, but I also make them let them know that they have to work hard at it. If you work hard at something, I think people will appreciate it. And
I agree.
I wish that
that's true.
Mayor Bloomberg would come to. I don't know what schools he goes to when he's doing whatever he's doing.
Private.
Right. Well, he hasn't been to our school.
He
hasn't been to our school.
And nothing's wrong with private school kids too. They don't choose to be there.
No.
It's where your cards are laid. But
I just wish that he would really take a look at the arts, and the arts have done so much over time.
Every person I ever meet says the same thing. I mean, maybe there's an occasional geek that says, "Oh, I wanted to go to biology." I don't know that person, but I'm sure it exists.
And that's okay.
That's
there you are. All right, but the art programs really do enhance the culture, and
it develops you as a human being.
Absolutely.
And
this is New York City.
I totally could agree with that.
This is the culture capital of the world. All right, so. And one more serious thing, and then we need to get a skeleton from the closet because it is National S'mores Day, and we don't want to disappoint you from getting your shot at getting some yummy s'mores that these pigs are eating right now. Stop
you
that!
You can eat most.
Stop that! You're the brother sister. All right, so BRyaN, my love,
yes.
BRyaN Scott. I hear that name and I think of You know who I think of?
A star?
Well, I think of a star, yes, but I also think of Rocky Horror. It's like Dr. Scott.
Oh.
I don't know why I do.
Did you ever see Rocky Horror?
I saw it once, yeah. I like it. I have. You know what?
Dr.
The
Scott.
truth about that is I've never seen it in its entirety.
It's really good.
I've always been doing different things when things were going on back at
Of course.
the Palladium,
Yes.
when it was a Palladium and not NYU dorm,
Yes.
and other places. So I but yes, I
Dr. Scott. Do you remember? Did you ever see it?
I saw the whole thing.
Do the
You know
time,
Dr. Scott.
do the time warp again?
Brad.
Right.
Janet. I know. All right. Sorry.
I'm gonna watch it again with a different
Yeah,
feeling now.
yeah, exactly. You can be
Right.
Dr. Scott. Exactly. So, all right. Skeleton from your closet.
Oh gosh, are there still closets?
I don't know.
Okay, a skeleton in the studio?
Well, actually, Jim Morrison took off the doors, so.
I think for me, I feel like I'm actually someone from a different time where class and sophistication actually gave you more as a social standing.
Interesting. So, what's your favorite movie?
I have many, but I have to be honest. Okay, off the top of my head, without thinking about it, Valley of the Dolls.
I love that movie. But you know, did you read the book?
I read the book.
The book.
I read the book in junior high school. So
Oh my God.
That's why I am where I am now.
That book, I know, and I feel. Who do you relate to? I am
Neely.
I am Neely.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
exactly.
And I think a lot of people said it wasn't a good movie, but if
Oh
you
my
really look
God.
at it and really examine what goes on in Hollywood and what it really is all about,
And
it's
the
not
whole
a bad
world
movie.
is Valley of the Dolls all the time.
And should be on dolls.
I know, like Britney Spears, she's not a freaking Neely.
She's
Come
not
on.
taking the wrong dolls. She's taking the wrong dolls, though.
Exactly. I know, but I can always categorize
It's like a nice song
everyone.
title, too.
Everyone in that. Yeah, it's such a good. Oh my God, my daughter read that book and told me I had to read it, and I read it. I'm like, oh my God, you read this. Oh my
The
God.
only thing I must say is that Jack and Suzanne was, if you read, you have to read the book and then see the movie because Jack and Suzanne was not happy with the way some things.
The movie's.
Because,
I
you know,
think that if
Hollywood
you
has-
see the movie after the book, though, like I feel like it. I don't know. Like I almost feel like if you see that movie without the book, you might understand it. But when you read the book, the movie is so. Like, it just skips. Like, how do you understand that movie if you didn't
Right,
read the book?
exactly.
Like, it makes no sense whatsoever.
Exactly.
The book has so much more. That is one. Yeah, she had to be upset over that movie.
So that was a problem. But I still think the book is excellent,
And
and I recommend it.
I highly recommend Valley of the Dolls.
Whether you're in the arts or not.
It's
and
so
I,
good.
And I do think you should see the movie because it's really
It's
really
classic.
interesting.
The only thing that's so sad is in that movie, like Sharon Tate died in the movie, died in real life. Patty Duke went crazy in the movie, went crazy in real life. It's like everything that happened in that movie happened in real life. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Correspondence.
It's just, wow.
I know.
Say that.
Have some
I'm
s'mores.
gonna miss more.
Yes.
If I can show you a picture of the dance.
Oh, would you please?
Yeah.
All right, let's look. You have it on you right now?
I'm
Yeah,
also-
yeah, yeah. Where is it? Oh, yeah, we're going to see it.
And take more s'mores.
Yeah.
They're very good.
Oh, sure.
If you don't, we will take them.
Oh, this is great.
So where?
We're going to see pictures of this dance.
Well, this is.
Anthony, no future. We're going to need you to show this to the camera.
I'm
Oh!
We're going to go close.
Yeah, I'm gonna show. That was one of my company from a few years ago, and most of those girls now are either entering high school.
Wow.
But that was a good company, and we also perform at Theater for the New City,
Oh, nice.
and we try to perform throughout the New York City area, and we are located at the Children's Workshop School,
Right.
and it is a dance company, not a dance club,
Okay.
and I do try to teach them what it takes to become.
So how many
professional
kids are in
dancers.
it, like as of last year?
We had 13 students, and actually, and interesting enough, we had 2 first graders. And the technique is very hard, so it's not something that most first graders can do. But
Right.
it's a challenge for me as a director and a teacher.
Nice.
But each year goes on, they develop, and they stick with me.
That's so cool.
That's good.
So do you have any last shout outs, or do you have a website how people can find you and support you? And
I am on Facebook under BRyaN Alejandro Scott.
now, is that anything related to Gaga?
No, definitely not.
Alejandro.
No, it's not. I mean, Lady Gaga, she's trying to do something that's already been done, and I don't want to diss Lady Gaga.
Right.
But
But she's bringing it to the public.
doing what she can do.
Yes.
And people seem to like it. But the most important thing, I think, is teaching history. And that a lot of things that happen now didn't just happen.
No.
It's based on things that have happened before.
Yes.
And now the industry is very different, where people are able to make lots of money. People get different types of exposure.
Well, like 5 people.
Right. Well, 5. But I mean, you have to remember now, we have Facebook, we have internet.
Yeah, I know.
And if you're talking back in like the 50s and 60s and 70s, there were a lot of great artists.
If you were reincarnated, who do you think you were?
Oh gosh. If I was writing, James Baldwin. If I was acting, there's so many people that come into my mind.
Like, who's in your mind right now?
Drawing a blank.
Why not?
I liked. I always liked a lot of the female personas that were on the screen because they were portrayed in such
like a Betty Davis.
Betty Davis, Lana Turner was always put together.
Yeah.
And
classy.
I think, yeah,
you have that classy edge, though.
You
come on, you do. And I could see you in a '40s movie,
and that's my whole. That's going back in time.
Exactly.
So maybe my soul is from another place.
Yeah, that could be so. But you're here now.
I'm here now.
And you're inspiring a lot of little kids to get that, which is like an amazing, tool and opportunity for them to grow and learn, and you'll have them pass it through.
I hope so. And that is the actual challenge. That is the torch I want to give to people and whoever's watching, is to, nurture your young people and pass it on. But when you pass it on, give the history so that they understand that it's not something that can be done in 5 minutes, or being on American Idol, or being on So You Think You Can Dance, and things like that. It takes practice, and it takes a lot of rehearsal where there is no crowd, there are no applause, there is no money.
Yes.
And if you can
the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Right, and if you can do it for those reasons, then you've really done something.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You know something? I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people right now, who we know, like with our band, they keep asking, "Oh, you're getting paid for what you're doing?" It's like, listen, none of your business. You know what I'm saying?
It's not always about the money.
It's not about the money.
It's always
blood, sweat, and tears. But we got to take a break.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and please come anytime.
Thank you.
And I'm sure I'll see you soon.
It's great working with you.
Yeah. We'll be back. More ReW WhO.
Nice to meet you.